everyone, welcome to Trifecta Tech Talks Let Me Show You series, where we give you quick tips and tricks on how to make the most out of Salesforce. I'm Jason Kilp, a senior designer here at Trifecta Technologies. In today's video, we're going to talk about a question that comes up a lot on Salesforce Trailhead, and that is if you're building out a digital experience and you want to use an image slideshow, is it possible to make it so that the entire slide is a clickable link, rather than putting text or a button on top of the slide? And the answer is no, using the out-of-the-box settings. However, if you think just a little bit outside of the box, you can do it. Let me show you. Okay, here I am in Experience Builder. I happen to be using an Aura template, which is Partner Central. And if you look here, I have a CMS Collection component. If we look at the properties, I am using a collection called Homepage Slideshow. This has two CMS content image types, which we'll look at later. So in order to make a collection look like a slideshow banner, you have to set a couple things. First thing is you need to set the carousel in collection layout. And then in content layout, you need to set the banner layout. So this gives it that full width banner look. So what we want to do is we want to add some text here. If I click Show Headline, you can see some text shows up. And what that's doing is it's pulling the title field from my content into the headline. So let's take a look at the CMS content. So here's the banner that we're looking at now. It has an image, it has the title that you see, and then it has this link to thumbnail. It goes to the Trifecta website. So this other one here, if you look at this, it goes to Salesforce. So keep those in mind when we're testing this out. I want to make this text link to something, link to that link to thumbnail field. So if I go to links, I'm going to select headline, customize, click headline again, and click the link to thumbnail field. And then let's launch it in a new window. So now if I preview this, you can see there's some text here. If I click on it, it takes me to the Trifecta website. The downside though is that I have to click on the text to go anywhere. I can't click anywhere around here. I have to click on the text. But we want this whole thing to be clickable. And I don't want to see this text because I already have it in the image. So here's what we could do. First thing is we just want to hide the text. So the way we're going to do that is select the font color and just simply set the opacity to 0. So that's the easy part. The little bit more difficult part is we have to make it so that this text, or at least the clickable area, takes up the entire banner. So what we're going to do is we're going to inspect this. Let's scroll down here, and we're looking for something specific. We're looking for an HTML link or an anchor, which is this A tag here. And that A tag is our link to Trifecta. But we need to find this specific link on the page and not just any link. So in order to do that, we need to target 3 elements. This link, which happens to be inside this element, which has JS content title, which happens to be inside this element here, which is forceCommunityBannerLayout. So in order to target this, if I close this, we need to go into our CSS overrides, and we're going to target that. So you can see forceCommunityBannerLayout, JS content title, A. So if I set this so it is now working, I've included some CSS here. So all this is doing is it's telling the browser, ignore where the text is currently placed. I want you to position it absolutely where I tell it to go. And I want it to go in the very top and the very left. And I want it to be 100% of the width of its parent container and 100% height of it, which happens to be this element here, which is the slideshow banner. So if I hit save, and then we go back to preview, and let's refresh. So now you see I can click anywhere I want, and it's going to go to the link. And if we go to the second image, this one should go to Salesforce. And it does. So there you go. We've just made a CMS Collection slideshow where the entire banner is a clickable link. Well, thank you everybody for taking the time to watch the video. I hope you got something useful out of it. And be sure to keep tuning in as we show you more tips and tricks on how to get the most out of your Salesforce org. So until next time, this is Trifecta Tech Talks. Let me show you.